Let's go.
Weight loss this month has been absolutely incredible. It's been a little bit of a journey. It's an up and down. This episode, we're going to get into some tips, some things that you can do that are going to help you stay motivated to lose weight, because I'm going to tell you, if you step on the scale every day, you're not going to be motivated. So we're going to tell you what I did that kind of works, and then we're going to tell you you have the right to have a Saturday or a Friday or something of fun and get right back on it. It's all about consistency. Let's get into it. That is 13.6 pounds down, and yes, the 0.6 counts. It's kind of like asking the guy who's 5'10" how tall he is. He's going to probably tell you he's 5'10 and a half. Just going to squeak out that little extra bit. If you're 6 feet, you don't do that. You don't understand it. Just kind of move on past that. But super excited. As for the next month, do I expect to have that much of a weight loss? I really, really don't. But that's just because it's kind of how it works. You have the first month, you're going to have a pretty decent and heavy weight loss, and then the next month starts to kind of narrow out. So if I can get 5 pounds in the next 5 months, or the next month being consistent, I'll be super excited. Dog in the background. So where do I want to be? What's my goal? 210. It's exactly where I want to be. It's where I wanted to be last time. Did I hit it? Absolutely not. I missed it by a long shot. In fact, I believe I ran Javelina at 226? I almost want to say 230. I wouldn't be shocked. So if I can drop 20 pounds by then, oh, let's go. But that's my goal. Best advice I could give you for weight loss is not to pay attention to the number every day. Now, it's important to weigh yourself every day if you want to track and see how you're doing, because of course you want to know, is it even working? It's really simple though. Here's what you do. You pick a day that's the start of your 7 days. So we'll pick Monday, for instance. You'll weigh yourself Monday morning, you'll write it in your book, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now you have to do it all 7 days. Then you're going to take that number, add it up all together, which is going to give you a pretty big number. You're going to divide it by those many days, so 7. That's going to give you the average for how much you weigh. Now, if you do that every week, you can see you have consistent either loss or gain, depending on which way you're going. For me, what I'm doing is I'm doing a check-in every month. So on the 14th, I weighed in at 239.8, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, this week I weighed in at a lot less. So that tells me over that month time span, I've actually lost weight. So it's doing what it's supposed to do, because there are days you're going to wake up and you're going to weigh more than what you thought, and you're going to be upset, and that may discourage you for the day. So don't be discouraged. Write it down. Take the law of averages. Numbers don't lie. Math works. Just is what it is. Side note, I just realized when this is on tracker, I can't walk away like I do in the other shots, because it just follows me everywhere I go. Just walking around, here it is, it follows me. So I think I got to turn the tracker off to do that. It's really, really cool, because as I walk and talk to you guys, I can come all the way back here and talk to you about this tire. I can get low, and it's going to do what it needs to me. Now, there's a feature on there called active zoom, which is really, really cool. We'll get into that later on. But what I could basically do is leave it there, switch it around, walk to the back of the car, and as I get back here, that will zoom into me so I can talk about what's here, and I don't need a cameraman. I'd like a camera person. Really would enjoy one. But yeah, this makes it a lot better. So I hope you guys enjoy the content from this, and we're going to make more shorts. So if you'd ask me what I recommend, I would recommend trying a bunch of things before you get into seeing the doctor and saying, I want one of these shots, or before buying water pills or all these crazy different medications. Remember, half of this stuff is just really, really good marketing, and it's designed to sell you more. In fact, when you get on stuff like Ozempic and all of that, there's a reason they crank it up. Now, it's probably because you become accustomed to that 0.5, and now you need to go to 0.1, but they also tell you when to do it, so you need to listen to yourself. Best thing I could tell you is focus on your diet first. Look at what you're putting inside of your body. Food addiction is extremely real. I cannot tell you. I love McDonald's. I know some people find it disgusting, but I love it. It's good. The Coke that they have at McDonald's is better than anything except Columbia. So I can tell you one of the big things that has helped me is meal prepping and making sure that the items I'm buying are basically natural. I can read the ingredients on the back. I know what they say. There's a lot of stuff that says organic, says all natural. Flip it around the back. If you can't pronounce some of the words that are there, guess what? It's not natural. It's a bunch of crap. It's, full of chemicals and all the other stuff. Plus, local farmers markets are a great way to source your food. First off, you're helping kind of the community out, which is a big plus. And typically, can't speak for all of them, but typically they're not using a bunch of chemicals to make their food, which means you're not absorbing chemicals. So that's a win. I never thought I'd be talking about this. Consistency in training is something that just can't be overlooked. When you're doing it 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to have minor results. Are you going to have results? Absolutely. But, they're just not going to be what you're looking for. And then, of course, we fall into a depression, or we say whatever I'm doing is not working, but that's our own fault because we're not putting in the effort. So go out there, put in the effort, find something that works for you. But remember, consistency is key. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't change up your workout. So for instance, if you look at my runs that I do, I have a 6-7 mile hill run that I do that is extremely brutal, that I do 2-3 times a week. I have a light hill climb with a lot of downhill that I do, which is about 5 miles. So that lets me work that zone 2 level. Basically, that first hill climb is about 1.5 miles, beats the crap out of me, and then the rest is pretty easy. And then there's treadmill runs. Zone 2, light and easy, but for a long time. So I'm going to close this video out. As you can see, I'm having way too much fun with the gimbal that follows me and the movement. Yeah, so I'll try not to be as annoying with that. I will try to do better being in front of the camera. There's a way I can put my picture in the grid and it holds it in a certain spot so I can do stuff like, look at this. We'll learn that stuff. Slow paces, but I hope you guys like the new toy. It should make the videos a little bit better. Next video, we're going to talk about Javelina. What the heck happened? We're going to talk about my DNF because we have a whole series of videos we want to talk about. We want to get those out as people are starting to come into the summer to train for Javelina that's coming up, because there's a lot of things that were out there that I saw that I think if people would have had that little bit of knowledge, I think they would have done a lot better. There would have been, I believe, less medical issues, even though we go into this knowing the temperatures are in the high 90s, past 100 degrees. So you need to be prepared. This is not a race that you just say, oh, I can run a marathon, or, ooh, I've ran 100K, I can go do this one. You need to be prepared. It swallows people whole, unfortunately. So we want to get you guys prepared. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all the fun stuff. Shorts, I've been putting those out. I've just kind of learned that. Some of them have just gone through the roof. I'm pretty excited about that. Allen Racing, don't forget to visit their channel. Check a link in my dirt box below. That's going to be their information there. See you guys next week.